off checkout time.
Straight
Straight on it.
I put Sweet said that you gotta listen to the episode. We got like so. This too was Pac talking to you, and he was explaining all his songs more or less have explanations and like. So if you was more into the, let me explain why I want to be your NIGGA. Let me explain why they call you bitch. Let me explain like it was. He was talking to you on that one. So
On this two or this one?
this
You
two.
hear me, Vern? I just put it on for,
Regular video.
no, on YouTube. It's on
Huh?
YouTube.
What you doing? YouTube live?
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll save and we do whatever.
I don't know, man.
let me see. Can't see me. Didn't like it.
Can't see me?
No. The beat. Didn't like. Don't like
Love
the
that
beat.
Jordan clip.
Yeah. Checkout time. Skip. Like All About You. Ain't hard to find because Be Legit on it. That's my guy, and Sebo. Only guy I can, yeah. No, trash. Yep. Dang, this two ain't trash. But this one,
Why I hate
Oh, yeah, that's
Charlamagne's
bad.
book. Y'all
It
silly.
is, though.
this song, how can you ever get tired of this in life?
I don't know if
Never.
people realize that song right there is the reason Lil Kim is the way she is. At the end of that song, in the background, he was like, Little Kim, it seems you ain't checked the weight scale lately. You are not Little Kim, you fat Kim, you tramp. That's what he said in the background of the song. And then ever since then, she started, I think it started messing with her. Like, listen to it. And towards the end of the song, he talking in the
I
background.
know what I'm doing in the car.
And like facts. And I think the the reason Whitney Williams is the way that she is because he told her he was gonna put a $30,000 hit through Jenny Craig.
I remember that.
What?
Because Randy Williams used to be,
Yeah, she was a trouble chaser.
and then
And a woman.
and
Shut
then
up.
she started doing all the surgeries and all other stuff like that, public shame or whatever. I think
Turned
it
her into
impacted.
a dude.
Yeah, I think it impacted.
But then, oh my goodness.
No.
Devontae, this song really for me made just one. No More Pain.
Yeah,
That way you end off this one, even though what's the name came after it, but oh man, feel like doing a hip hop episode right quick. No,
not today, man. I'm prepared. Y'all over here spitting all that stuff. You know I don't be listening to it like that. I can hang though. Don't give me the sad face, sir.
I know you got Brandy and Whitney
Yeah.
Houston playlist. What do y'all listen to? Tamina.
Okay, you go ahead and touch my playlist if you want to. You'll be like, what are you doing listening to this? Okay.
I know it's about 75% tender. 75. 60?
I'm gonna start recording this because y'all funny.
All right, y'all. We'll play this.
All right,
Peace
man.
out. See ya. Hey, we ready? Well, on today's episode of Tanks and Dials, what's poppin'? It's your girl Sheree, aka Sugar Cane Chronicles, aka Fabulousness.
I don't know how to follow that up.
It's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, it's hard. But what up, though? It's your boy as usual, Big Vern, aka Father's Day weekend. That's all I care about, aka Super Dad.
AKA Super Tender, just for the day.
Man, whatever.
It's
I don't
okay to
know,
be tender.
the affiliates of Shop Talk Podcast and threw off my whole day. Now
Yeah.
I'm doing is thinking about
No.
hip hop.
folks, no.
I came off the Nas. We talking about Tupac's birthday.
Happy birthday, Tupac, who is not here. He's not part of our episode today.
Tupac is always around, even though I fell out with Malcolm Machiavelli since he started beefing with my guy. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I still love them both.
Well,
So, how's everything going with you? You good?
I'm good. The last week, all this old pollen and dogwood, cottonwood floating got me all under the weather, but I'm back and fabulous with a different hairstyle. Of course, you know how I do.
Yes.
I float in and float out of hair and fashion. Oh, yeah. Y'all welcome.
Yeah, I thought it was just me, but my allergy has been lying dormant for about a good 6-7 years. I had to worry about them at all. For about the last 2 weeks, I've been sneezing demons. My eyes.
Exercising your own joints?
I mean, it's been so bad some days I almost want to call out work. Like my eyes done swolled up, like they met Ike Turner in the bathroom or something.
In the back of the limo.
This been bad. Flonase and everything, been shooting my pressure up.
Yeah.
You know, them old folks shooting my pressure up. And all
I
these-
can't make it.
Right, and all these weird medicines shooting my blood pressure through the roof. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
just turn
no.
it over to Jesus.
Yeah, come on, lay your hands on us, Lord.
Touch
Come,
him, Lord.
come, Lord. Swing low, Lord. With the anointing, Lord. We need it.
So what's cracking? What we got for today?
We got, we normally do your talking with the tanks, dishing with the dials. Then we got the We Are the Plug. And then we're going to talk about something that is kind of super close to home, actually, and kind of affecting America right now. Do some social, I guess some social commentation about happiness and suicide and depression and everything that's been going on. It's a lot and it's been super heavy and it's increasing by the day.
Yes,
It's
it
kind
is.
of horrible. So we can start off by talking about what's up with the tanks. What you got for us?
Only thing I got lately is it's kind of bittersweet, but I'm happy. NBA Finals are over.
I knew you
Done.
was gonna say that.
It's a wrap, and it's always a good time at the end of the year because I get tired of people talking about my guy and really having Sports Center opinions
Yeah.
about my guy. You know, big up to the light skinned crew.
Yeah.
You know, the Warriors did their thing.
Mhm.
You know, they got little light skinned Jesus,
Mhm.
Klay Thompson, Crack House Carpet Hair, Kevin Durant, and they're a pretty good team.
I'm done with you today.
But you know, LeBron was pretty much by himself. He had no help. He is the some people say second greatest. I think he's the greatest of all time.
Okay. He's the greatest of this generation, I would say.
Yeah, because I'm about to really stop having that conversation because
You're gonna get into a fight and it's not.
no, it's just it's really hard to really say what's the greatest of all time of anything, really. You know,
It's
there's
really,
no
you should
improvement.
say that it's the greatest of that time, of
Right.
that particular generation, because they haven't seen it in, like, you can't say, like, Michael Jackson was the greatest of that time. Now you got, like, a Chris Brown
Second
situation.
greatest behind Prince, but go ahead.
Hey, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that Mike got up on Prince was the dance moves.
All right, let me focus on my guy.
Okay, yeah, so focus.
Right, so Bill Russell won 11 championships. He was the greatest of his generation.
Absolutely.
After he moved on, you got that generation moved out. Then you had the, I guess you could say Dr. J, because Magic and Jordan really, nobody really came up on the tails of Bill Russell because he was playing like back in the 12s. So,
They had crates instead
Right.
of hoops.
You know
They
what
didn't
I'm
have no
saying?
iron. They had plastic.
when Bill Russell was playing, he got to eat at a separate counter with the rest of his teammates for blacks only.
He was outside.
So, you know, it's greats of every generation. Michael Jordan, hands down, the greatest basketball player of my generation when I was growing up,
Yeah.
during the 70s and 80s.
And he
You know
had
what
some
I'm saying?
others
Early
that,
90s.
that supported him, like
Right.
Isaiah Thompson. For me, Zeke was the man. I'm sorry.
And then
Zeke
you
was the
had,
man.
and of course, of this generation, LeBron is the greatest of all time. There's no debate. There's no other way to slice the pie. LeBron is the greatest of this generation.
Okay.
Flat out. So, yeah, it's bittersweet. Got about 90-something days left of football. So, it was kind of quiet during baseball season, you know, at the end of the NBA season. At the end of every of your favorite season, you're always looking forward to what's up next.
Right.
Super Bowl is always bittersweet.
Right.
But it's kind of like you got basketball to fill that void. After basketball is over, then you got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're a video game head and you wait for Madden to come out, and then right around Madden, then you got training camp, and then football is upon us.
Okay.
So it's quiet time for the tanks, for the fellas. Maybe we get some chores done around the house, and read a book or something
Cut some
like
grass.
that. Well, no, I don't cut grass. I hate cutting grass.
Okay.
But yeah, it's busy time for the fellas. We can finally get some chores done and pay attention to our spouses and take our wives out to something to eat and don't have to get mad when they ask us to take out the trash while we're watching the game and having fun.
Okay.
You know, you're fun police.
Oh yeah, sometimes we can be like,
Sometimes.
sometimes. When you got children, it ain't all the time. Okay. Argue. Let's argue.
Where he at? Sound like he having fun. He probably somewhere laughing. Let me go ask him to clean out the guts. Uh-oh, I think he having a good time. Is he playing PlayStation? He playing a game again? I got to need him to go to the store and get me
I
some.
got to need him to go.
I need some napkins with wings for heavy nights.
I hate you so much. Now you know that is not the truth. No, sir, that is not the truth.
Don't have me sidetrack the whole episode.
Okay.
Don't have me sidetracked.
Okay. I said okay.
Because y'all know that aisle. That aisle is ridiculous.
I said
It is
okay.
37 colors, 57 varieties for the same process.
But you,
We have pearls. We have wings. We have super flow
See how
wings.
good he is?
We have overnight.
You
We
see?
have low nights. We have highlights. What is that thing? A gas tank? Is it a car engine?
could be. Pushes out babies.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go with
okay.
that. Push out,
Uh-huh.
baby.
Yeah, I like to see you do it.
I'm good. Goddamn, made me that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So you can't say, well, hey, we got, I mean, just like it's different cars,
get y'all the epidural.
different,
You be high. Get the baby out 3 hours. Boom, bam, you out.
who told you that lie?
I seen it. My wife had 2 of them.
With epidurals?
She had that epidural. She was high in a giraffe booty. She was sitting there chilling. Next thing you know, push, wham, I'm out.
I had no epidurals and push, wham, I'm out.
No, you probably should have got you some purple before you went. All right, I'm sorry. We sidetracked. Go ahead.
What
Get
is-
you with the dial.
Lord have mercy. You know, I really got nothing for the dials today. Everything's been relatively quiet.
Ain't nothing going on.
Ain't nothing going on, really.
The
Just
Kardashian
showing-
ain't exposed herself.
Always.
No fashion
Well, you know
show.
that she did, I forget the lady's name. It's a lady that was sitting in prison for doing drugs or selling drugs and got caught. It's an older lady. And she supposedly talked to Donald Trump about getting this lady out, and all of a sudden the lady's sentence was pardoned.
She ain't talking to Donald Trump. She spoke to the mic.
Yeah,
But talking to
she
Donald
was
Trump.
rapping. She had about 16 bars. I'm just saying, so.
Use balls of bar.
Quit cracking jokes like that. But supposedly, she got this lady. I'm thinking, I mean, it's cool, but I feel personally, if you're gonna let one out for drugs, since y'all legalizing everything, why not let them all out?
They would be over there letting Negroes out early quota.
Well, and that would cut their production, I'm sure, like by at least 75%.
We have there's so many Negroes in prison by a certain age. We can't let them out early.
for,
They'll arrest
for
them when they get
production.
out.
For production. It's for
And she has
production.
a nerve to be in the White House. What? Did you see that headline? Kim Kardashian meeting with Donald Trump over prison reform.
It ain't no that. I almost said something really. See, I caught it. That ain't no reform. And I'm sure, how you gonna reform something that you're not even privy to? You're not, that's not something that affects your culture.
Well, you know, she has something in common with prisons. She's had a lot of black men inside her too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, moving right along. What's your plug today? Who you plugging today?
My plug is for this vegan restaurant. I had a chance to sample some of their food at Vegan Fest in the Eastern Market, and I think at the time they were only a pop-up restaurant,
Okay.
but now they got a full location on Mack Avenue, right before you get into Grosse Pointe,
Okay.
and they have some awesome
What's the name of the place?
Paradise Cafe. It is, oh my goodness.
It's on the east side?
Yes, right before you get into Grosse Pointe on Mack Avenue.
I'm going.
I gotta get the, I had the address memorized.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, because the food was so good that, I made it a point. I was like, yeah, I got to plug this place.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the address to put in my rememberer, but you go ahead, with your plug, I'm gonna come back. But, yeah, the food was awesome, the service was great, family owned.
Okay.
The father was working in the back, 2 sons taking the orders. It was awesome.
Black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a melanated establishment.
Okay.
of
It's not
business.
it's not colonized. I appreciate that part. All right. Okay, so my plug is I'm actually wearing my plug today. Dear friend of mine, her name is Tracy Diggins. She is the CEO of So Wasted. Okay.
Mhm.
And So is spelled S-E-W because she's into clothing, your DIY. She's the queen of the DIYs, do it yourselves. And Wasted is like your waist, WAISTED. You can find her on Instagram at I Am So Wasted, and you can also follow her on Facebook. She has a website that's called IamSoWasted.com. She does projects with a place called Stuff and Tie. It's on 9425 John R., which is in Detroit. Their number is 313-655-4963. You can, here, I'm gonna show our beautiful audience a pair of our pants.
You gonna straighten
What
them
we
out?
got? Oh yeah, I'm gonna straighten them out. I don't like your attitude. All right. So you just, okay. So these are some cute little pants that she put together. She got them from, I don't even know where she got these from, but she put these together. But she can sew, she can show you how to sew without you can sew without any experience at all, which is dope. So she's my plug. She has classes at least once or twice or 3 times a month. So if you miss one thing, you just follow her on Instagram or you follow her on Facebook, and she's gonna have her classes out there. She has, where you can go and you can register on Eventbrite to pay for your tickets and stuff to go in there, so you can have it. So it's a very great experience, and her classes are intimate, so you can go in there. You don't have to worry about a whole bunch of people on top of each other. She'll come give you some one-on-one help if you need it. Sometimes she has these things that's called sewing in a box. And then the box is just stuff that you can do yourself.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, we actually have she's done several projects with us. She does stuff all the time. And if you ever go, just follow her. You, every day, literally, she has something that she's put together. She could sit down and be like, ooh, I see that. I'm about to put that together. She sew it, she'll model it, she'll do her thing, and she's a dope person. So go and get so wasted, everyone, and drop a comment for Tanks and Dials so that we can let her know, we the plug.
That's right.
All right.
And Paradise Cafe is on 15439 Mack Avenue,
Okay.
and they are a little bit off the hook as far as people
Of
coming
course.
through there. So I'm calling in next time. You might want to call ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty dope. Has
Is it
black
a
bean
sit-down
burger.
joint?
Yeah, they got a sit down area, Wi-Fi, chessboards.
They got an outside area too, where you can go outside because it's warm now.
No outside
Okay,
area.
it's just-
Not that I know of. They might have one set up now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm really digging Paradise Cafe.
Okay. Perfect.
So you want to get into
Yeah,
the
let's
nitty
just
gritty?
go and jump in here. Okay, so I'll just start off by saying I watch I pay attention to my timeline a lot. It's a focus point for me to use for prayer. So, because everybody's not going to ask you for prayer. And then some people be asking you for prayer that they don't need prayer. They need to just talk to God themselves. You know what I'm saying? Well, keep me in prayer for, how about you talk for yourself? It's like going to the bathroom. You want me to wipe you too? Certain things you just pray, you need to pray for yourself. Okay? That's just my personal opinion. And that's a whole nother something that I don't even want to get off into. But lately I've noticed that in lieu of Kate Spade and what's the guy, Anthony Bordering, what was it, last week, committing suicide, it really makes you understand whatever you have in the inside, what is that thing that's driving your happiness to the point, or your energy to the point where you just I can't make it any longer, I'm out. I don't care who I hurt, I'm hurting long enough, I don't want to seek no professional help, or it can't help, or I'm so this, I'm so that, you know what I'm saying? What is it that's pushing people to commit suicide? I just had a friend last year I had 2 friends actually that committed suicide. The one friend I knew for some time, and I'm still kind of dealing with it. I just took it in. I didn't really process it. Great guy, super great guy. Had lots of stuff going on, and when all of the information shook out, when they were looking for him, and if they found out that he did commit suicide, broke my heart. You're young. What's up? When you got people that's my mom, she works up in Lansing, and she's in around the college towns, and the kids, she said they'll walk on the train track when the train's coming. Yeah, that's why if you ever go up to MSU and you go around where the train track is, they have signs up to tell you like don't walk on the track, and you be like, yeah,
Wow.
that's like a no-brainer, but it's because people go and they will get hit by a train or whatever. So what is that thing? You and I had a conversation last week about people and their unhappiness. I've been low, I've been depressed, I've been in a state of hopelessness before, you know. I've seen counsel, you know. I don't want to die. I don't want to go die by my hands. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I will be taking off of this joint old age in my sleep. That's the way I want to go. I don't want to go in nothing horrendous. I don't want nothing catastrophic to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? At times when I'm thinking about, and it really boils down, I can't speak for nobody else but for me. It boiled down to the fact that my gratitude tank was super low because I'm looking at social media sometimes, especially at the time social media got real big. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like everybody got this going on, they got that going on, they're this age. Here I am, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. I'm struggling in this area, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just thinking of all the things that I didn't have, or the things that I did have, it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but not to the point where I'm like, I just can't take this no more. Even with the things that are happening outside, even from my childhood, traumatic things that happened to me as a child could push a person like me to go into I want to end it all, I want to end the thoughts. It's like, if you kill yourself, it's going to end that thought process, but there is life after this. So you're going to take those things, and then it's almost like you're tortured here, but if you don't do it the right way, you may be tortured in your afterlife, of whatever you believe. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't believe that. I really would like to be an advocate for happiness. I started to bring a bottle of pills, and I'm gonna tell you this, not real pills, but you know, like the little Smarties, and they kind of look like a little pill form, and put them in like a prescription bottle and write happiness on them, because when we're prescribed stuff at a doctor's office per se, okay, they tell you take this pill, and this pill is gonna help you, right? And what you do is you put your trust in the fact that they told you that this pill is going to help you, and that you're going to take that pill, and that pill will help your symptoms, right? Mm-hmm. In your mind, you conceived it in your mind that simply doing this one thing will start to make your body feel better, right? Mm-hmm. Then when you take it in your mind, since you took it, it's going, oh yeah, man, I feel so much better. Could it have been, it's a possibility, could it have been that you conceived in your mind that something was going to change once you did something different from what you were doing? And this was just a point of contact that you took this thing, and then all of a sudden your body started to conform to what you thought. Could it be that? A lot of people don't take the time to think about it that way. They just like, somebody told me this is going to make me happy, or, you know, this is going to regulate this and do it. I'm going to just take this pill. Oh my God, if I could just get to my pill, or I can get to my medicine, or I can get to this, if I could just get to it. Even like people that smoke weed, I hear like avid kush smokers be like, man, I need to push one. If I could just push one, I'll be straight. But it's what you conceived in your mind. What if you could never get to one to push? But if you put it in your mind, if I could just sit down and take a breath, if I could just sit down and breathe, if I could just sit down and just turn my phone off for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You could conceivably control your own happiness. Mm-hmm. You can't make your wife happy. She has to be internally gorgeous to start with. If she's not internally gorgeous, everything you do for her to make her happy is not going to work, because she's battling internally. Nothing she can do. You could be like, you could be the best husband in the world, but if she has low self-esteem, or she's not happy with something about her body, her mind, her hair, she's comparing something somewhere, because comparison really is a pusher of depression. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It really is a pusher of if you compare this to that, oh my man, she over there, she got the best husband, he does this, he does that, whatever that looks like.
Something just happened to
Okay.
But it's gonna pause where we were at. I know you still record on YouTube. Oh, you started. You should.
Is that, oh, okay. Is that live? Well, I ain't on Facebook. It is.
Not Facebook, YouTube.
YouTube is.
Oh, yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, it just went freaky now. It just, can you hear me?
You see where it says,
Can you hear me?
Looking at it like an old man.
Yeah, now it just completely cut.
or just let it play.